Did you know that there is no mountain in Mount Waverley? As a matter of fact, it's only about 140 to 150 metres above sea level. One of the highest points in Mount Waverley is the reservoir on High Street. Now located 16 kilometres southeast of Melbourne, this is a really popular suburb just because of its good proximity or close proximity to Melbourne City. It is a pretty large suburb by population, 35,340 people as of the last census. Now, some amenities that make the suburb popular: it has a train station, Mount Waverley train station. It has a small shopping centre, Mount Waverley Village Shopping Centre, 6 public schools and 2 private schools. Now, a lot of the real estate in the suburb is older. You'll find that it was built generally in the 1950s to 1970s. They had a pretty large building boom then, and you can pretty quickly spot the houses that were built back then. They're usually yellow brick homes or white weatherboard homes. Another unique feature of the properties in this area are the large blocks of land. Mount Waverley was originally established in the 1930s. It was during a big depression after a major war, World War I. It was just recorded at the time that it was quite difficult to get people to build houses in the area. It was seen as quite far from the city, and it was considered like a country estate, hence the larger blocks of land. A lot of these old homes that were built in the 1950s to the 1970s need a lot of work, a lot of repair, and are a great target for a couple of different options for property buyers. Now, unfortunately, the old homes are prime targets to be knocked down rather than renovated, just because the housing requirements in the modern age are very different to what they were 50 to 60 years ago. It's a prime spot for big mansions. You get to see some fantastic homes built in the area, really large family-sized homes. Talking about your 4 or 5 bedders with en suites in all the rooms, multiple living areas, 2, 3, 4 car garages. Are pretty common for the premium level of real estate there is in some parts of the suburb. You'll also find Mount Waverley is a prime spot for your mum and dad developers, or your small developers that can build up to 5 to 10 kind of unit sites on a block of land. Now, I've purchased a couple of different types of developments in this area. A few have been your small development sites where you can put a unit at the rear of a property. So we save the front house. We generally target a very small floor plan, like a 3-bed, 1-bath with no car garage. And we would essentially give it enough space for a 2 or 3 bedroom unit at the rear. I've also purchased a handful of rundown old properties just for the purpose of a knockdown rebuild of a brand new family home. Now, buyers beware. When you buy in this area, you'll find that because of the high demand from buyers, that there are a lot of real estate agents out there that tend to underquote property values. And what I mean by that is that you'll attend an auction and you'll find that the final sale price is very different to the actual price that's quoted during the selling campaign. This is typically called underquoting, and it makes it really difficult for any buyer that hasn't spent a lot of time in the marketplace to understand what market value is and how to actually bid at these auctions and make sure you're not overpaying for something. Now, being an area where stock isn't in abundance, there isn't many houses on the market for sale, but there are many buyers. I'd always recommend using a buyer's agent to secure property in this area, just because you don't want to miss an opportunity to buy a really good quality house or a very good development site for whatever your plans are for the property. It can take months, upwards of 6 months plus, to learn how the market works and how to actually buy in an area like this, whereas a buyer's agent can help you be successful at your very first auction. So for more information on buying property in the Mount Waverley area, please visit our website, wiserealestateadvice.com.au. We've got heaps of topics, articles on buying property. We've also got a lot of podcasts that give you advice on all the aspects of buying property as well.